What's up, guys? Welcome back to my podcast. And today we okay, hold on. Okay, we're fine. I don't know why I played it twice, but okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my podcast. And today we're gonna go over the best players on every NHL team ever. What I mean by that is basically going the best players on every like every NHL franchise's best player, basically. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna jump straight into this here. Wait, did it play my intro twice? Hold up, let me check it on my phone real quick here before we jump into this episode. Because I want to figure it out because I don't know why. I only clicked it once. Alright, let me replay this real quick. No. Interesting. Okay, well, it's fine. Continuing on here. Let's go into this. Okay. Let me go down here. I have this written in my thing. My notes. Okay. Starting with the Anaheim Ducks, I went Teemu Selanne. Paul Kariya was a super close second, but Teemu Selanne played more goals with the Ducks. 457 goals, 531 assists, and 966 goals with the Ducks. Probably the best Ducks franchise player ever, obviously. I think that's what he is. Boston Bruins, I put Bobby Orr. I think it's pretty fair. Probably the greatest defenseman of all time. Really revolutionized the game. 270 goals, 645 assists, and a plus minus of plus 552 in 657 games. It's a good plus minus. For sure. Hold up, guys. One sec. Give me like 5-10 seconds. Okay, I'm back. So yeah. On Buffalo Sabres, this is the goalie here. Dominic Hasek. Wait, hold up. Okay. Dominic Hasek in 7,355 games played. He had 455, not that sad. 389 wins, 223 losses, 2.20 goals against average and a 922 save percentage. Very, very good. So yeah, I think in my opinion, Dominic Hasek is the greatest NHL goalie of all time, but it's arguable you could say Martin Brodeur as well. Calle Franco and Jerome Ginla, 625 goals, 675 assists for 1,300 points in 1,554 games with the Flames. Very, very good player, obviously. Rod Brind'Amour. From here on out, I have to search up their stats. Rod Brind'Amour is currently their coach. Rod Brind'Amour stats with the Hurricanes. 452 goals, 732 assists in 1,484 games. I believe he was their captain too. So yeah. Is that Chicago Blackhawks? I went Stan Mikita, but you can go with others as well. But Stan Mikita stats with the Blackhawks. Oh yeah, and by the way, you can't go with one player on more than one team. What I mean by that is, like, I can't, for example, say Wayne Gretzky. If I say him on the Oilers, which I will. I can't say him for the Kings, Rangers, or Blues. I can't. It's not how that works. Stan Mikita played 22 seasons for the Blackhawks. He had 541 goals, 926 assists, and a plus minus of 300 plus 329 in 1,396 games. Very, very good. I think that's safe to say. Tyler Avalanche, I went Peter Forsberg. There's one other player that I can't think of right now. That played for them that's arguably, you could argue is better, but I can't think of what his name is right now. Peter Forsberg, that's with the Avalanche. Okay. He had 13 seasons with the Avalanche, Flyers, and Predators. He had 249 goals, 636 assists, and 708 games. So yeah, we'll say that. I don't know what his stats were with the Avalanche alone, but yeah, that worked. CBJ Rick Nash, he was such a good puck handler, probably the best puck handler in the league at his time. He really was so good. Stats with CBJ. Okay, hold up. He had 437 goals, 368 assists, and 805 points in 1,060 games. I don't think that was all CBJ, but hold up, wait a minute. Did he play with any other team? I don't think so. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, that's that. Dallas Stars with Mike Badano. He got a Stanley Cup winning overtime goal. In 1999, I believe. Mike Badano's stats. He had 561 goals, 813 assists for 1,374 points in 1,499 games. Very good boy. Detroit Red Wings, one of the GOATs, obviously, I think it's pretty obvious. Gordie Howe. Look at his stats, one of the greats, honestly. He had 801 goals and 1,049 assists over 1,767 career games. He also was a 23-time All-Star and won 6 MVPs and 4 Stanley Cups. Very good. We say that. Edmonton Wayne Gretzky. I don't think we need much explaining here. Let's look at his stats just so you understand how good he was. In case you don't. With 894 goals, 1,963 assists, and 2,857 points. And he had 50 hat tricks as well. I don't know how much. He won 4 Stanley Cups. There you go. So yeah, there's that. Florida, I went with Robert Luongo. I didn't really do that much research on the Panthers, but this is the main guy that came to mind. With that, so yeah. He had 1,044 games played. He had 489 wins, 392 losses, 91 overtime losses. He had a 919 save percentage, 77 shutouts, and a 6.52 goals against average. Very good goaltender, I'll say that much. Los Angeles Kings, I went with Andre Kopitar. He is still playing with them. The current captain, he has been for a very long time. He won 2 Stanley Cups with them. He has had 1,373 games, 419 goals, 792 assists, 1,211 points. And he is a two-way defense. Your two-way force. He plays very good defensively as well, tripping in a lot of points offensively. So yeah, there's that. Minnesota with Andrew Brunette because they didn't have much other people, and I just kind of searched up their all-time players, and he was one of the main guys, and I recognized him, so I just went with Andrew Brunette. He had 268 goals, 465 assists for 733 points. So, yeah, I could probably find somebody else, but I didn't do that much research. You know what I'm saying? I'll be 100% honest with you guys. Montreal, I went with Maurice Richard. You can go with Patrick Waugh. You can go with Carey Price. You can go with Gil Fleury. You can go with oh my God, there's one other player that I can't think of. I think it's Dean Lemieux, something like that. Yeah, so many other people like Gary Robertson. You could even make an argument for. So yeah, but I went with Maurice Richard. He's one of the greatest goal scorers ever, especially in his time. He he literally has a trophy named after goal scoring. Whoever has the most goals in the NHL in a single season at the end wins the most goals. They win a trophy called the Rocket Richard Trophy, and he had a nickname called Maurice Rocket Richard was his name because he was very, very fast. Apparently Gordie Howe played for them. I don't think he did. Never mind. This is what people also search for. So let's look at his stats and news real quick. He had 544 goals, 422 assists, for 966 points in 978 games. So just under 22 games throughout his career. Obviously, very good player. Yes, he played in the 60s. He actually retired in the 60s. He played in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. But still, you gotta admit, he is good. No matter what time he played in, he is good. Nashville, I went with Roman Josi. He hasn't even had that much time in Nashville, honestly. He's a captain, but what he done for them, he took them to the cup, and he is so good. Still, he had, okay, let's see. 909 games, he has 181 goals, 505 assists for 686 points. He played a lot of defense, too, and he's a defenseman. So, yeah. I think I went with Roman Josi, but you can go with other people. Devils, I went with Martin Brodeur. In my opinion, the second best goalie of all time. But you can definitely make a very strong argument for why he should be the greatest goalie of all time, quote unquote. You can do your research on both Hasek and Brodeur. I think those are the two best goalies in the ever. But it could be Patrick Waugh. You could say Patrick Waugh in there, among others. But yeah. In his career, he had 1,266 games. He had 691 wins, 125 shutouts, a 2.24 goals against average, and 912 save percentage. Yes, very, very good statistics. And that's going throughout his career. So even if he had a down year, his stats are still like that. That was Mike Bossy. He was the main piece when they went 4 straight Stanley Cups in the 80s. And he was part of that dynasty. He did so much for that team back in the 80s and 90s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. So let's go here. Mike Bossy stats. 573 goals, 553 assists, and a plus-minus of plus 380 in 752 games. All with the Islanders. He won the Calder Trophy, 3 Lady Byng trophies, 1 Conn Smythe Trophy, and 4 Stanley Cups. He was introduced into the Hall of Fame in 1991. Yes. New York Rangers. I went with Mark Messier, but you could definitely go with Martin St. Louis. I went with Mark Messier. 694 goals, 1,193 assists, and a plus-minus of plus 211 in 1,756 games. All with the Rangers. Actually, not all the Rangers. Most with the Rangers. He won 2 Hall trophies, 1 Conn Smythe trophy, and 6 Stanley Cups. And he also he was their captain when they won their cup, the latest cup 30 years ago in 1994. Yeah, Ottawa, I went with Jason Spezza. He was the captain for a while, I believe. Jason Spezza stats. Okay, let's see here. In his career, in 1,248 games, he played 363 goals, 632 assists, for 995 points. He didn't put up a bunch of points, but yes, he chipped in a lot offensively, but he also played very good defense. So I have to give him the nod there. Philadelphia went Bobby Clark. He's one of the greatest goal scorers ever. I believe he scored 70 goals at one point, I think. Either 70. Yeah. He had 358 goals, 852 assists, and a plus-minus of plus 507 in 1,144 games. Maybe he wasn't the guy I was talking about. Maybe it was Bobby Hull. Maybe it was Bobby Hull that scored that many goals. But one of the two Bobbies scored like 70 goals, like consistently. But yeah. Pittsburgh, I want Sidney Crosby. Because Mario Lemieux, I think it would have been Mario Lemieux if he played longer and he didn't get injured due to sickness. I think it was sickness. And Jaromir Jagr is a huge this is the only team I get honorable mentions to is because it's Mario Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr. But I honestly give the edge to Sidney Crosby because he brought them 3 Stanley Cups and he was been their captain. Just basically he came in the league and he still is the captain to this day. So it just proves how loyal he is to this team. So I feel like I have to give him the nod here for all he's done to this team. Let me go to statistics, aka stats. And why is it not letting me scroll down? This is going smoothly. Okay, there we go. 1,272 games. He had 592 assists, 1,004 assists, 592 goals, 1,596 points, way over a point per game. His plus minus was 217. He had 172 power play goals, 238 power play assists, 4 short-handed goals. I feel like he had more than that, but maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, that's that. They said the kid said the middle-aged man, actually. San Jose Sharks, he's not even middle-aged, but yeah. San Jose Sharks, I wanted a Jumbo Joe Thornton. He played with him until he's like 40. I'm not gonna lie. He was the defenseman. I believe he was the captain at one point. After Pavelski left. Maybe before, I don't know, either one. Let me load his stats here. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe. Okay, yes. In 1,714 games, he got 430 goals, 1,109 assists, for 1,539 points. So a little under a point per game while being a defenseman. That is crazy. Seattle may only have 3 years in the league, so I'll give it to Jared McCann. He's been their best player these past 3 years, so I gave it to Jared McCann. Jared McCann hockey stats. There you go. And he got in 586 games, he got 162 goals, 175 assists for 337 points. He's been really good for them for the past 3 years, so I had to give it to him. Seattle, I went with Chris Pronger. He is the best shot blocking player ever. Chris Pronger, one of the best defensive defensemen ever, the best shot blocking defenseman, the shot blocking player in general ever. In 1,167 games, he got 157 goals, 541 assists for 698 points. He was a plus 183 because he was such a good defenseman. He played such good defense. That's why I didn't have much. Tampa Bay Lightning, I honestly went with Steven Stamkos. Yes, I could have went with Martin St. Louis, but also Stamkos. He brought them 2 cups. He's been to 4 cups in his career. He's been the captain for a long time. And right now, in 1,082 games, he got 555 goals, 582 assists for 1,137 points. So over a point per game, he's plus 46. And it's plus minus. So yeah. And all with the Lightning, I believe, because he got drafted with the Lightning, so yeah. Utah Hockey Club, I said to be determined. I did not count the Arizona Coyotes, but it's to be determined. Vancouver, it's one of the Sedin brothers that I picked, Henrik, Sedin. Let's look at his stats here. Because Daniel Sedin was also, player. Brother, the twin brothers on that team. He had 240 goals and 830 assists for 1,070 points and 1,330 NHL games. So yeah. Next up, Vegas Golden Knights. I went with Jonathan Moshesol. They just lost him, but in their seven years of existence, Jonathan Moshesol has been consistently the best, one of the best players on their team, including the best player on their team, when they went to the Stanley Cup in their inaugural year, the first year. He's been consistently one of, if not the best player on that team for the past 7 years, only 7 years of existence. In 638 games played, he got 230 goals, 258 assists for 488 points. He's been producing a lot the last few years, especially, and defensively he's been great as well. Washington with Alex Ovechkin, I think that's makes sense. One of the greatest goal scorers ever. In my opinion, I think he is the greatest goal scorer ever. Yes, even better than Wayne Gretzky, in my opinion, because of the way that the new goalies are so much better, how much faster the game has gotten, and how much better the defensemen are. And he's still only 62 goals away, I think, from breaking Wayne Gretzky's all-time goal record. We're playing in a much, much harder era. I think he's the greatest goal scorer ever. You can make an argument that obviously it's Wayne Gretzky. Obviously it's Wayne Gretzky. You can always make an argument for him. But, yeah, I think it's Obi. Look at his stat just to prove it to you guys. Actually, I'm not proving anything to you guys. I'm going to go over it anyways. But, in 1,426 games played, he has 853 goals, 697 assists for 1,550 points. Over a point per game with being a plus 45. Been the captain for a very long time. He brought a cup for them in 2018, and he's been the best player for a very, very long time. Last team here, Winnipeg. I went with Blake Wheeler. I'm not counting the Atlanta Thrashers days back in, I think the 90s, I think. But Blake Wheeler, I mean, he's like the top guy that popped up on the all-time thing. And I'm like, that's pretty fair. In 1,172 games, he got 321 goals, 622 assists for 943 points, plus 67. Yes, he's not the best offensively, but he's very good defensively. He's been consistently good offensive producer. There we go. That's the word I was thinking of. There you go. I got the words out. I was trying to say. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today's episode. That's it. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta edit the title because I said that it's episode 18. It's not episode 18. It is 19. Episode 9. Wait, maybe? Okay, there we go. It's 19 of season 2. So tomorrow's gonna be the season finale of season 2, and then in 2 episodes and 2 days is going to be season 3. So yeah, peace out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on episode 20 of season 2, the season finale. Yeah, peace.